This year, the Oak Island mystery team is eager to start their treasure hunt in the hopes of making a big discovery. Gary Drayton, Craig Tester, and Rick Marty are looking for clues close to the location where 3 ancient coins were found 2 days ago. They locate a half-Roman coin that has been confirmed by experts, as well as 4 additional unexplainable coins. The team is thrilled about the possibility of success and the potential for additional discoveries in the Oak Island mystery. Sandy Campbell, a numismatic expert with 4 years of experience analyzing rare and ancient coins, is being brought in to assist the team. He hopes to ascertain the origin of the 4 mysterious coins discovered earlier this week on Lot 5. The coins have a design that dates back to the 1500s to the 6th century, and they are referencing British culture, specifically the Tudor period. They intend to use every resource at their disposal to find more clues and expand their collection of ancient coins. Sandy Campbell, who has already visited the island, will help the crew identify the coins and their provenance. As they continue to work on their quest for the treasure, the team's day on Lot 5 was full with enthusiasm and expectation. They are eager to see what they can find and the possibility of further Oak Island mystery discoveries. Sandy and the narrator are searching for 3 Roman coins that were discovered on Oak Island and that have been confirmed to be over 1,000 years old and of Roman provenance. The first coin discovered is a portcullis, which is still used on contemporary British coinage. Sandy is quite certain that they were brought to Oak Island between 100 and 300 years ago, and they have also discovered English, Spanish, Indian, and Chinese coins. The second coin discovered on Lot 5 has been confirmed to be over 1,000 years old and during drilling borehole N13 in the potential treasure zone. Rick and the team are thrilled about the possibility of finding the treasure, but Scott and the team are unsure if they will find it there. They feel as though they have caught something and intend to proceed to the next hole, which is 5 feet away. Dr. Spooner is asked by Rick Lagena to collect a water sample for metal analysis. After being informed of a possibly significant development close to the recently drilled borehole known as N13 in the Golden Egg, where the crew believes they almost bored into a suspected man-made structure around 100 feet deep, Rick Lagena arrives at the Money Pit area. The crew of Rick and Marty Lagena is working on a 229-year-old treasure mystery on Oak Island with the aim of finding the hidden treasure within the Golden Egg area. Rick samples FN3 in the yellow cone beneath the yellow cone and hears an extraordinary boom that he believes is coming out of the well. Dr. Spooner reveals that there is a collapse underground that could be a chance to discover the treasure once and for all. The chemistry has pointed to something happening in the area, and the team believes that there is a significant interest in the area. The team, which is investigating a Viking settlement in North America, specifically the Lanso Meadow site in Newfoundland, is thrilled about the prospect of discovering a new hole that might help explain the metals. They found an underground collapse that may have moved water from a tunnel or shaft, which is crucial to understanding the origin of the metals found there. The team also discovers another Roman coin that they believe may be connected to descendants of Vikings. They learned that by 875 AD, the Norse had reached Iceland, and by 985 AD, they had reached Greenland, the only known Viking settlement on the North American continent. Lanso Meadows was active in 1021 AD. This discovery is significant, as it is the only officially recognized Viking settlement in North America. South, large timbers running east-west, and rocks on top of one another. Dr. Spooner, who examined the paved area, stated that this is not typical in nature. Rick, his nephew Alex, and Drayton think that the answers in the swamp will confirm that this may have been a multi-generational attempt to hide something on Oak Island. Rick is excited for Tom to investigate the enigmatic wood and stone feature that was discovered only a day ago. The log, which is at least 14 feet long and rests beneath a massive root structure, given how much work it takes to bring those large logs out here and the fascinating rocks in a row beneath Billy, Tom thinks it was most likely not done by them or their father. The first log that was discovered is well made and consists of 2 parts: platform logs that sit on top of the carry logs and carry logs that support the structure. Many of these logs are running in this direction, and there is another one there. The purpose of the purposeful layer of stones that Alex saw at the bottom of the dig is unknown, although it would be quite heavy. Elle finds it strange, but they now have enough for Dr. Spooner to provide a thorough assessment. They intend to invite Dr. Spooner in and collect organic samples that may be traced back in time to ascertain precisely what transpired here. In brief, the plot centers on Rick, his nephew Alex, Gary Drayton, a metal detection specialist, and Billy Gart, who are searching for clues regarding a mysterious cobblestone pathway in the swamp. They are eager to find out more about the enigmatic structure and the possible solutions it may contain. Because of its uncanny resemblance to the Masonic symbol known as the all-seeing eye, the Oak Island team named the mysterious circular formation they found in the triangle-shaped swamp the Eye of the Swamp. This is the first time they have ever found anything that points directly to the eye in a structure. The cores of Dr. Spooner reveal industrial activity. After examining biological materials, the team returning in 2019 looked into a puzzling circular formation in the triangle-shaped swamp and found a man-made formation of boulders they called the Eye of the Swamp. In the feature, Dr. Spooner gave the crew unusual, possibly dating back to 1700. The scallop disc, which is thought to be quite old, is among the earliest discoveries. The starburst button is another item that predates the 18th century and merits more study. The lead shot scalloped lead barter token and button with a starburst design, two discoveries the team is making that date back before the 1800s, may be important hints that they are getting closer to figuring out who made the rounded foundation on Lot 5 and possibly the original Money P. The possibility that these findings will aid in unraveling the mystery surrounding the original Money Pit excites Rick and the team, who intend to go on excavating and locating further relics in the hopes of gaining more insight into the sites and the original Money Pit's beginnings. Freddie Dodge has returned to the gold rush as a savior to help people fulfill their dreams. Freddie is a cheat code when it comes to gold mining, as he can handle any setback and difficulty with perfect competence. Let's dive into the wonderful realm of gold mining to explore how he handles situations from minor fixes to huge setbacks. Freddie and Juan moved to northwest Colorado near the Wyoming border to rescue a gold miner who is on the verge of going bankrupt. They do not know much about him except his medium-sized plant that he has set up there, and that he has tried almost every trick to catch a good amount of gold but cannot make notable progress. They find a small, clean setup upon reaching their destination. Peter Friedman, the gold miner whom they intend to help in his mining operation, welcomes them pleasantly. Peter tells them the limiting factor behind his problem, which is to find really fine particles of gold. He does not have salaries in his account to pay to his crew. He is actually tank below, from where a pump shifts it to the spinning bowl which separates the fine particles of gold. Suddenly, the pump begins to make strange sounds just after 10 minutes into their first run. Peter rushes to turn it off while calling everyone else to shut it down. They are completely helpless until they get the pump back to advance their mining operation, as it has proved to be a huge setback for them. Freddie has called for his finishing table as a replacement for the spinning bowl to catch the fine particles of gold. It has arrived in time, and they hope it will be helpful for their venture. They fix the screens carefully when they find the finishing table being delivered to them from a distance. Peter is still confused as he has used so many tables before that ended up losing a lot of gold. They fix the table in place, and it is time to see its results now. Freddie, on the other hand, is still hopeful to get results, though it is his first time using the finishing table. He presses the lever and pours the bucket of material they have already cleaned up, just to see how much gold they have wasted during panning. It requires water, gravity, and vibration to shake heavy gold particles in the finishing table. They gather around the shaking table to see the process. Soon, they notice the gold to be accumulated, which requires almost 10 hours of panning, according to Lance. Peter looks a bit relieved to see the results coming. Freddie gives a little bottle to Peter to be filled with gold as a payment for everything, regardless of the amount of gold he gets. They lock a deal and move back to their venture. Freddie and Juan have completed their job as they have replaced the old blocked screens with custom-built larger mesh and prefer the finishing table to accumulate gold. It is time to test the final run